How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to spook the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. This first video, shared to Instagram by user SquatchWatch1, was recorded by an individual while walking onto a small pier. Take a look at what they've captured. A large unidentified creature can be seen swimming past. Barely visible from the surface, the animal looks huge. The uploader suggests that the creature might be the legendary Ogopogo, a cryptid said to inhabit Okanagan Lake in British Columbia, Canada. Often referred to as Canada's Loch Ness Monster, Ogopogo has been part of local First Nations folklore for centuries, with the Syilx people calling it Narked, or the snake in the lake. Ogopogo is described as a serpentine creature with a horse-like head and a series of humps along its back, measuring anywhere from 40 to 70 feet in length. The first recorded sighting of Ogopogo by European settlers dates back to the early 20th century, with numerous accounts and alleged sightings since then. Some believe the creature to be a type of prehistoric marine animal such as a plesiosaur or a basilosaurus, while others argue it could be a large sturgeon or an entirely new species yet to be discovered. Despite numerous expeditions and scientific investigations, no definitive evidence has ever been found to confirm the existence of Ogopogo. The creature remains shrouded in mystery, capturing the imagination of both locals and visitors to the Okanagan Valley alike. While the creature in this video is certainly large, it doesn't exactly fit the typical description of Ogopogo. So, can you identify the beast? Let me know what you think this is in the comments down below. If you found a locked suitcase in your shed, would you try and open it? Perhaps after watching these clips from TikToker Time to Wait, you might actually leave it alone. According to the TikToker, her landlord has a locked shed on the property where she lives. However, in this first video, we see that she finds that the door has been left wide open.
That's my shed, and that's their shed, but it's unlocked today.
After entering the shed, the TikToker notices that one side of the space is covered in cobwebs, yet the other side is much cleaner, as if someone's just been using it.
There's cobwebs over here, but there's none here or in this space here. Okay, so now that I've actually climbed in, it's not as funny. Look at all this. There's no cobwebs on any of this stuff.
There, she finds an old suitcase.
Wait, what is this? What? I'm not playing with this. I'm not playing with this. I didn't catch it, but it was right.
She takes the suitcase inside and attempts to open it. However, just as she unlocks it, a strange sound can be heard. Watch what happens next.
It's not really working. Come on. I don't know. I mean, I don't think... What the fuck? Holy shit. What the fuck is that? Holy shit.
It sounds as though the shed door has suddenly flung open.
I mean, I don't think... What the... Holy shit. What the is that? Holy...
Then, a disembodied crying sound seems to come from inside. It almost sounds like an infant, but her children aren't at home.
My kids are with their dad. Oh my god. Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
In the next clip, we see the TikToker finally open the mysterious suitcase. Take a look at what she finds inside. The items seem rather innocuous, a phone book, sheet music and some old magazines.
Okay. So just like life.
However, in the following days, things start to get strange around her house. In this video, we see the door to the shed. It appears to be moving all on its own.
It's just moving back and forth.
Then, as the TikToker turns to run back into her house, the door suddenly slams shut.
The wind isn't even going. I need to call someone, like, to come.
Scared, she gets into her car to flee, but for some reason the lights on her dashboard are blinking erratically.
I'm gone, but the car's still doing this. Dude, what the Oh my god.
When she eventually returns to the house, she manages to catch this video.
Whatever you are, leave my fucking house now.
In it, we see that the stepladder appears to be moving all on its own.
Sorry. Oh god. Okay.
Then an oven mitt falls from the stovetop.
There's nothing over there. Holy Okay.
The strange happenings continue to escalate as sometime later she discovers a mysterious fire burning in her yard.
There was another fire at my house. I moved the camera over to try to show you, but I don't realize that you can't see it. It's just that little black spot behind the umbrella. There was nothing that I could visibly see that started the fire. I looked before, everything in it, so there was nothing.
Just when you thought things couldn't get any worse, the TikToker begins to hear unusual noises coming from outside. The police are supposedly alerted and come to check the security footage. However, what they discover will likely send chills down your spine.
This is what the police sent me. This is what they found from all the footage. This is 2 weeks ago at about 10 p.m.
The footage shows someone crawling around the yard on all fours. The figure's movements appear to be inhuman, more like that of an animal.
And I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I know I was in bed. I know I was in bed.
The police then inform the TikToker that the figure in the video is actually her. Unnervingly, she apparently has no recollection of these events.
They say that that's me. I know for a fact that I worked the next morning and I have to wake up at 6 a.m. I know I was in bed. I know I was in bed.
So what do you think was in the suitcase? Was it some sort of spirit or demon that managed to possess the unsuspecting woman? This is an ongoing saga that's well worth checking out for yourself. I'll leave links to Time to Wait's TikTok account in the description box down below.
It's open. What the f? Oh god. What the f?
This next video, uploaded to YouTube by RickNowTV, is chilling to say the least. In the description, the YouTuber says that he began to feel as though he was being followed by an evil presence, and that for about a month prior to capturing this footage, he'd been seeing an increasing number of nuns walking down the street. However, it seemed that whenever he asked someone if they too could see them, no one else could. Finally, one day he decided to take out his camera. This is the footage he captured. Take a look. The video appears to have been filmed out the back of a moving car. On the left-hand side of the road, there are several darkly clad figures that certainly look like nuns. As the footage continues, more and more of them can be seen. To add another level of creepiness to this clip, there also appears to be a strange transparent figure captured in one of the buildings as he drives by. It can be hard to see at first, so here it is slowed down. So it seems that this footage does indeed prove that this YouTuber was seeing the nuns, but why does he believe no one else could see them? And why were there so many of them walking in one line? And what about that other creepy figure filmed in the building? Love to hear where you land on all this in the comment section down below. This next clip shows why it's probably a good idea to have a home security system installed. It's nearly 1 AM on the 31st of July 2020 when this Redditor, Navy Beans, receives an alert on their phone that movement has been detected outside of their house. They open their feed and see this. A naked man can be seen walking up the driveway. A second camera catches the man behaving erratically as he paces about. He seems dazed and confused. At one point, he grabs the garden hose off the reel and walks around the side of the house. He slinks out of view of the camera for a brief moment. Then eventually walks back down the driveway. The homeowner notes that they live on a rural 3-acre property on a mountain. It's miles to the nearest town and even their neighbours are far away. The OP jokingly said it could be a Terminator wandering around naked after travelling back from the future. Ultimately though, they were completely baffled by the sighting. I'm surprised they managed to find humour in it, as this is a pretty genuinely terrifying thing to see happening on your property. Most commenters on the post agreed that the man must have been on drugs and was lost and confused, but still, there's no telling what a person in this sort of manic state might be capable of. So what would you do if you saw this on your home security feed? Let me know in the comments down below. Peculiar video uploaded by TikTok user Men Be Safe has captured the attention of millions, showing a security officer in an unidentified facility, seemingly engaged in conversation with an invisible figure. Watch.
Dispatch to 329.
329, go ahead.
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
The footage, which has since gone viral with over 4.7 million views, has left viewers debating whether it depicts a genuine supernatural encounter or is merely an elaborately staged hoax. In the video, a dispatch officer in a communications room watches the security officer on a CCTV screen, noticing that he appears to be talking to someone despite no one being visible on camera.
Yes, sir. Who are you talking to?
I'm talking to
The officer claims to be speaking to a Miss Abigail, who wants to see Mr. Griffin. He informs her that the campus is closed and suggests she returns the following day. Upon hearing this, the dispatch officer reveals to her colleague that Miss Abigail passed away some 2 years ago.
Are you sure you're saying Miss Abigail? Like, she's been passed on for 2 years now.
Despite this revelation, the security officer remains adamant that there is a woman standing in front of him.
You mean you can't see the person I'm talking to?
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
Eventually, the man flees the scene and the clip ends abruptly. Viewers have had mixed reactions to the footage, with some finding it chilling, suggesting that the officer could be genuinely communicating with a ghost. Others, however, argue that the dialogue delivery seems a little staged, pointing to the possibility of a hoax. One commenter, Richard, shared his personal experience as a security guard, stating, "I did security for 8 years. I saw stuff and heard stuff during graveyard shifts. Nobody believed me. I finally quit my job. It freaked me out too much." Other security guards echoed Richard's sentiments, claiming to have witnessed unexplainable phenomena while on duty. As the debate over the authenticity of the footage continues, viewers are left to decide for themselves whether the video captures a genuine ghostly encounter or is simply a well-executed prank. Let me know where you land on this down below.
No, there's nobody in front of you at all.
This unsettling piece of doorbell security footage is a serious case of mistaken identity. TikTok user Riri+1 heard banging at her front door and was notified by a Ring camera that there was someone out the front. She opened up her app and saw this staring back at her. A woman is beating at the door violently. Apparently, she was looking for her boyfriend but got the wrong apartment. You can see the exact moment she realizes, then sheepishly runs away. I think it's safe to say I wouldn't want to be the boyfriend after this. This terrifying piece of dashcam footage was captured by the Lincoln County Sheriff's Office. It's the evening of January 9th, 2016, when Deputy Jeremy Gortney is traveling down US Route 101 in Newport, Oregon, when suddenly this happens. Out of nowhere, the officer spots a toddler running down the highway. The officer gets out of the car and manages to get the child to safety. It was later revealed that the 2-year-old had slipped out of a nearby family function being held at the local community centre. The toddler then ran out onto the highway, narrowly missing oncoming traffic. The police later found the child's family. They had been cleaning up after the function and lost eye contact with their child for a split second. It was enough time for the toddler to slip out the door and onto the road. They were frantically searching for their toddler when police arrived. The incident was thoroughly investigated and no criminal charges were laid. In a recent spate of sightings captured on camera, the so-called Serbian dancing lady has been terrifying people all over the world. We featured several videos just a few weeks ago. Take a look. In September 2019, the Serbian dancing lady first captured public attention when a woman donning traditional Serbian garb was spotted performing the kolo, a well-known folk dance in the center of Belgrade. Initially, her presence appeared innocuous, however the atmosphere shifted dramatically when she unexpectedly revealed a knife and menaced passers-by. The specifics of the woman's intentions remain shrouded in mystery, yet the chilling incident gave rise to an urban legend that swiftly gained momentum. The story cautions that if one encounters a woman dressed in traditional Serbian clothing dancing solo at night, it's wise to maintain a safe distance. Well, now it seems that the sightings of the mysterious figure continue. These clips, uploaded to TikTok by Nika Alez, appear to show the dancing lady once more. While the legend tells of the woman attacking those who see her with a knife, in these clips we see the dancing lady chase the camera holder with some sort of rope or chain.
Jeste dobro? Jebote, šta radi ona?
It seems that as this urban legend continues to grow, we're likely to see more sightings of the woman in the near future. So, if you happen to encounter a woman dancing alone in the streets in the dead of night, remember to keep your distance.
Jeste dobro? Jebote, šta radi ona?
This next one was uploaded by TikTok user Sophia Miranda 909. The clip, recorded in a backyard, shows laundry hanging on a line, including a jacket that appears to be the center of some mysterious activity. Watch. As the video progresses, you can make out what seems to be handprints pressing into the hanging jacket. Some viewers have noted that the handprints appear small, akin to those of a child, leading to speculation that the video may have captured the spirit of a child who passed away in the area. Skeptics, however, argue that the footage is more likely to be a well-orchestrated hoax. They suggest that there could be a gap in the brick wall just behind the laundry line, allowing someone to reach through and create the handprint impressions on the jacket. So where do you sit on this strange piece of footage? Love to hear your theories on this one in the comments down below. If you enjoy exploring dark, deserted places late at night, you're bound to see something creepy every once in a while. In this set of videos, TikToker Isaiah Harris 333 discovers something that will send shivers down your spine. In the initial video, we see the TikToker and a companion on a bridge.
Dude, did you hear that? You didn't hear that?
Using their camera lights, they peer down into the thick foliage below. They seem to be able to hear something that sounds like it's coming from underneath the tunnel.
Dude, please don't go down there. Oh my gosh. Dude, hold on. Let me go first.
The pair decide to go and investigate. Take a look at what they capture on camera. Watching that again, as they peek into the dark tunnel, the camera briefly catches sight of a pallid, gaunt figure with slender limbs. It lets out a blood-curdling shriek before the recording abruptly ends. The following night, the pair decide to return to the location. This time they've come prepared with camping gear, supplies, and a four-wheeler. They camp out nearby and spend the evening searching for whatever it was that spooked them the night before.
You're looking for a creature, because it's literally so quiet here. I've heard some like growls and grunts and stuff, but Nothing like what we heard that night.
After several hours, it seems the pair have had no luck and decide to give up. However, after posting their footage to TikTok, a sharp-eyed viewer managed to spot a figure lurking among the trees in the background. Take a look. Is this the same figure from the previous night? Viewers have suggested that it resembles a Wendigo, a Skinwalker, or even the Rake. The Rake is a mysterious cryptid often described as a tall, hairless, pale humanoid with elongated limbs, sharp claws, and glowing eyes. Renowned for stalking its victims and feeding on their fear and mental stability, the creature tends to target individuals experiencing distress. Encounters with the Rake are typically recorded to occur in remote or abandoned locations, leaving its origin and nature shrouded in mystery. Countless unidentified creatures continue to dwell in the obscure, shadowy corners of the world. Is it possible that this TikToker has captured video evidence of one of them? Let me know what you think this might be in the comments down below. Ever had the feeling that someone or something is watching you? Well, next time remember to whip out your cell phone and start recording. In this clip, uploaded to TikTok by Old Fogey John, we see someone walking along a dirt path at night time. Take a look at what they captured on camera. By the far tree on the right side of the path, there appears to be some sort of creature lurking in the darkness. It's hunched over and looks as though it has long arms. Its posture seems similar to that of an ape. Unfortunately, the clip ends there and we're unable to get a better look at the mysterious beast. So what do you think this could be? Some sort of cryptid perhaps? Or is it just a very convincing case of pareidolia? Let me know your take on this in the comments down below.
No, man.
Captured by paranormal investigators hunting the unknown, this next video might have captured evidence of a ghost roaming the ruins of the Knowltown Church in Dorset, England. The church was built in the 12th century on top of a pagan worship site using stones from the original structure. In the late 15th century, the area saw despair as the population of the then thriving village of Knowlton was struck down by the plague. Those who managed to survive fled the area and the village soon fell into ruin. Despite this, the church remained in use right up until the 18th century when its roof eventually collapsed. Today, those who visit the building are treated to an eerie glimpse into its past, one that's seen more than its fair share of death and decay. To this day, there are several spirits that supposedly haunt the church and its surrounding areas. One, a phantom horse and its rider are said to gallop across the site in the dead of night, passing straight through the church as if it wasn't even there. A woman and her children who were visiting the church during the day are said to have seen a tall figure dressed in black seemingly appear from nowhere. The figure walked right across their path, then vanished from sight. Paranormal groups investigating the site have supposedly heard disembodied voices and even seen strange swirling white mists. In the Hunting Unknowns video, we see one of the investigators attempting to make contact with any resident spirits.
Hello, if there's any spirits with us, can you come and touch this device in my hand, please?
He holds out the device and a few seconds later, the meter begins to register activity.
You see that?
No, what?
Got that on camera, I got that on camera, it just went orange. Swear to God,
You
mate.
do that again, please, if that was you, so I can see it. Wow.
Wow.
You flash it to red, please.
Wow.
Wow.
Bravely, the investigators continue exploring the old ruins. The pair then decide to place several motion-sensing balls around the premises, hoping that they'll be able to detect something that their eyes can't see.
So where's the balls? You put one out there, yeah?
One there, one up there, and one here.
So you stand where you are, and I'll stand here.
We could both just ask some questions, yeah?
And it isn't long before they begin to light up.
Guys, my EMF's in my pocket, and it's going off. Oh, the ball's going off, the ball's going off! The ball's going off!
What's good? Yes, thank you for communicating with us.
That was going off. There's no way you could say, it's the floor. We're on concrete, mate.
And that went off.
Yeah. Can you touch this device on the windowsill, please? By the window. Who are we communicating with? Oh, it's gone off again, man.
There we go.
Wow.
The investigator then asks if the supposed entity is a child. Sure enough, the light begins to flash once more.
There you go. There's two ways you can communicate with us. If you're a boy, if you're a child, can you do both of them at the same time, please? Imagine that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Should we do an EVP?
Thank you for showing us, eh?
Oh, shit, man. I can't believe that.
Possibly the best evidence is caught later in the video, however, when one of the investigators manages to capture something quite extraordinary on his camera. Take a look.
Camera. Oh,
What?
oh man, what the we just caught?
What?
Look, it's like a kid runs off over there behind that.
Looks like the thermal image of a child, one who seems to run past the pair and then disappear right into a wall.
Look, it comes right close to it.
Yeah, look at her legs.
And behind that.
Where's the thermal imaging thing? You put it away.
Is it then possible that this is the ghost of a child that's somehow associated with the building, perhaps even a plague victim? Chalk this sighting up as one that can be added to the list of ever-growing paranormal entities that are thought to haunt Knowlton Church.
Look, it's like a kid runs off over there behind that. Look, it comes right close to it.
Yeah, look at her legs.
And behind that.
Where's the thermal imaging thing? You put it away.
In December 2020, Reddit user T-Course received an alert on their phone that someone was at the door in the middle of the night in the pouring rain. Take a look at their eerie nighttime visitor. A woman is standing in the doorway with her mouth wide open. She shuffles her feet back and forth, all the while her mouth is still agape. Luckily, the homeowner wasn't home at the time and didn't have to decide whether or not to answer the door. Several Redditors said it reminded them of the 2014 horror movie The Taking of Deborah Logan, in which a rather infamous scene portrays a possessed woman with an unhinged jaw and someone getting swallowed whole. So what would you do in this situation? Would you be a good Samaritan and invite this lady in for tea and scones? Or would you hide under some coats and wait till it all blows over? This next piece of eerie dashcam footage was captured by a motorist in an undisclosed part of Australia. It was shared to the Dashcam Owners Australia Facebook page. Take a look at what happens. A car is blocking oncoming traffic, and a masked man is standing still in the middle of the highway. He approaches the car, then appears to growl. We can then hear the screeching of tyres as the OP speeds away from the masked man. The dashcam owner later said that they have no idea what the masked man wanted. They didn't know whether he was trying to rob them, hurt them, or hijack their car. The masked man was never identified, and his motives still remain a mystery. The first scary video on our list was uploaded to TikTok by Creepy Ticks. It appears to have been recorded on a security camera in some sort of warehouse. As the camera rolls, a man walks into view. But take a look at what happens next. He suddenly begins flailing about as if fighting something off that's attacking him from above. Several co-workers rush to his aid, but he appears unresponsive. Some think the man could be possessed or even fighting off some sort of paranormal entity. However, more skeptical viewers have suggested he might just be suffering from some kind of medical episode. So what do you think? Was this man really attacked by something? And if so, why can't we see it? Let me know your theories about this one in the comments down below. When you're stuck in traffic, there's little you can do except wait for it to begin to move again. In this creepy clip shared to YouTube by WRTV Indianapolis, take a look at what can happen while your vehicle remains stationary.
Stop!
The footage was captured on a cell phone by a woman stopped in Avon, Indiana. In the beginning of the clip, we see a man exit a dark car that's alongside the woman's vehicle. Strangely, the man appears to be recording the woman on his cell phone as he approaches the car's window. Suddenly, things go from creepy to terrifying as the man approaches the passenger side door. Thankfully, the door's locked. However, he continues trying to open it, likely trying to intimidate the woman. She yells for him to stop, and he eventually returns to his car. Meanwhile, other motorists can be heard honking their horns at him to move his vehicle out of the way. Luckily, the woman who captured this footage had the presence of mind to lock her doors and film the ordeal on her cell phone to later assist the police with their inquiries. This footage certainly serves as a stark reminder to always keep your car doors locked while you're stationary in traffic. Sewers are often viewed as scary and unsettling places. The dimly lit and cramped spaces can induce feelings of claustrophobia and discomfort, while the unpleasant odours and noises that permeate these underground tunnels add to the eerie ambience. In this footage from TikToker elkakui.tv, strange sounds coming from beneath a manhole sent a group of workers to inspect the area. This is what they saw. The video shows the workers gathered around the open manhole. They're engaged in conversation as the camera holder zooms in to look down into the sewer. Suddenly, a strange creature emerges from the darkness. The workers are visibly frightened by what they see as the figure disappears into the depths below. Though it's unclear what the creature actually is, it seems to have left the workers with a sense of fear and unease. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of strange and eerie creatures found lurking in the dark and murky tunnels of the sewer. One of the most notorious is the alligator. These fearsome reptiles are commonly found in the sewer systems of the southern United States, where they've been known to grow to enormous sizes due to the abundance of food sources. In 2010, a 3-meter-long alligator was discovered in a New York City sewer, causing widespread panic and fear among the local residents. But it's not just dangerous animals that are the only creepy things found in sewers. In 2016, a group of workers in London stumbled upon a fatberg, a mass of congealed fat, grease, and other debris that had accumulated in the sewer system. The fatberg was so massive that it took workers several weeks to remove. So what do you think these sewer workers have managed to capture on camera? Was it an animal of some sort? Or could it have been something else entirely? Perhaps a cryptid? Let me know what you think's going on here in the comments down below. TikTok user La Juela del Terra has recently shared a perplexing video captured at an undisclosed location in South America. Filmed in August 2021, security cameras overlooking a busy street seem to have caught something rather eerie. Take a look. The video features a misty figure that seems to materialize out of nowhere. It walks a few steps, then vanishes just as suddenly as it appeared. Some have suggested that the footage could be evidence of paranormal activity, proposing that the misty figure is a ghost or spirit caught on camera. Others, however, are more skeptical, arguing that the figure might be an optical illusion or the result of a glitch in the security camera system. Without knowing the exact location, it's hard to dig any deeper into this intriguing sighting, so I'll throw this one out to you, the viewers, for final judgment. Let me know what you think this is in the comments down below. Many people hold nuns in high regard for their devotion to faith and service, but their representation in horror films, distinctive attire, and historical associations with strict discipline can also make them seem a little disconcerting. Furthermore, the connection between nuns and spirituality can create unease when combined with cultural factors and personal beliefs. In the following photo, shared by Reddit user Fabrizio Mendez, we see another potential reason behind this eerie perception. Eagle-eyed viewers may notice the figure visible in the window in the top right-hand corner of the image. The uploader mentions that the photo was taken at Sanatorio Duran in Costa Rica. Although no further context is provided, it's worth noting the large white cross visible in the building in the front. The poster explains that the building's top floor was closed on that particular day, implying that there shouldn't have been anyone up there. If you zoom in on the figure, you can see that it certainly does resemble a nun. It appears to be dressed in white and its head looks as though it's peering downwards. While the appearance of this figure might already be enough to send chills down your spine, one viewer noticed another eerie detail in the picture. Beside the boy on the left, it seems there's a second nun observing the group from behind the garden bed. This one is dressed in black. So what exactly has been captured in this photo? Are these figures truly nuns, and if so, why are they so unsettling? Share your theories about this one in the comments down below. Many parents depend on indoor security cameras to safeguard their children from unexpected hazards inside their homes. This video was recorded by TikToker user 681435678, who captured this unsettling event while they were in the kitchen. The footage shows the young mother holding her baby. They were supposedly the only ones in the house when it was captured. Nevertheless, the mother quickly becomes startled by the sound of a child's laughter coming from another area of the house. Take a look. Some viewers have noticed that the infant seems to detect something peculiar even before the mother, as they begin looking in the direction of the laughter a few seconds prior to being audible in the clip. The mother appears visibly spooked, quickly turning towards the noise. However, after a brief check of the area, she resumes her activities. Then, moments later, the sound of footsteps reverberates through the room. This is shortly followed by the sound of the motion detector on their back door being triggered. According to the video, the mother searched her house but was unable to find anything out of the ordinary. So what could be the explanation for this series of mysterious events then? Did a local child manage to slip into the house then escape undetected? Others have theorized that it might actually be a playful ghost. But what do you think? Share your thoughts on this one in the comments down below. The story behind this last video on our list is truly shocking. Through an app, a father from Oklahoma discovered that his teenage daughter was having an inappropriate chat with a 33-year-old man who was known to the family. Once the father learned that the two had planned to meet up in real life, he decided to pose as his daughter online and lure the man into their backyard. The security footage seen here uploaded to CBS 17's YouTube channel begins by showing the man wandering through the darkness. He cautiously looks around before attempting to open the zipper on the tent. Little does the man know the girl's father, along with his two sons, are waiting for the man to arrive. The father comes bursting into view, tackling the man to the ground. He's quickly followed by his sons, who help the father restrain the man with zip ties until the police can arrive to formally arrest him. The man denied any wrongdoing, claiming he was only there to talk with the girl. Somehow, I don't think anyone believed him. We'll leave you with this epic freeze frame of the pose the father takes as he leaps from the porch. As the use of home security cameras continues to grow in popularity, the expectation of feeling safe and secure in our homes would naturally follow. However, a trend has emerged as many more homeowners install these devices. While these cameras were intended to deter potential intruders and criminals, they're now capturing a wide range of unexplained phenomena. From mysterious apparitions to unidentifiable objects, the internet is awash with footage that defies explanation. This clip appears to have been captured by a home security camera positioned outside a residential property. Take a look at what it shows. The footage reveals the faint sound of footsteps before a blurry figure appears and begins to move across the screen. As the quality of the video is poor, it's difficult to discern any specific characteristics, leaving viewers to speculate about who or what this figure might be. Is it a prowler up to no good? If you look closely, you'll notice that when the figure reaches the center of the screen, it seems to become transparent for a brief moment. This raises the question, could this creeper actually be something paranormal? Unfortunately, without a clearer view of the figure, it's difficult to determine whether the figure's disappearing act is a camera glitch or evidence of something more sinister. Is this a ghostly apparition haunting the property, or just a cleverly disguised prowler? A baffling video shared by Twitter user iHuntUFOs has left viewers scratching their heads, trying to determine the identity of a mysterious figure that dashes across the road in front of a car. The unsettling footage, recorded in Kansas, USA, shows a brief but fast-moving figure raising questions about its origins and true nature. The couple who recorded the video was driving home from vacation when the figure appeared in front of their vehicle. They shared the clip online, asking if anyone could provide insight into what it was. While some viewers argue that the figure is simply a person running across the road, the speed at which it moves has cast doubt on this explanation. Additionally, the figure looks grey and peculiar looking, further fueling speculation about its true identity. Some have suggested that the figure could be someone under the influence of drugs. while others have proposed the possibility of a cryptid, a mysterious or unknown creature that's not yet been scientifically documented. Cryptid enthusiasts are intrigued by the footage, considering it potential evidence for the existence of such beings. Whether it's a person, a cryptid, or something else entirely, the video has piqued the curiosity of viewers, leaving them with more questions than answers. This next video has been floating around the internet for quite some time now, but no list of creepy people filmed in real life would be complete without it. It was uploaded to YouTube by DMV Hood's ND News Media. This footage was actually recorded by rapper Boss Lucci and others as they were driving around in a car at night. As they're driving around the dimly lit streets, they notice that someone seems to be chasing the car. Take a look.
World star!
At first, it's difficult to get a clear look at the person, but they appear to be running at an incredible speed. The group drives around the block, attempting to get a better look at the man. They soon spot him again, and he almost immediately begins to chase the car once more. This time, the camera holder is able to get a better view of him as he runs towards the vehicle. Incredibly, the man somehow seems to be able to keep up with the car. Initially, the men in the car are more amused than scared at the strange person chasing them through the streets. However, there does appear to be a moment just before they speed away from the man where they seem genuinely concerned. Here it is in slow motion as he approaches the vehicle. His eyes glow in the dark, and he doesn't appear to be wearing any clothes. So how is it this man can be running so fast? Would love to hear theories about this crazy video in the comments down below. These next clips were captured by TikToker Mandy ASMR22. They show a series of terrifying incidents recorded on her home security camera. It all started when she received a Ring notification while away from home. Upon checking the footage, she was met with a bone-chilling sight, an empty porch and a sinister voice demanding to be let in. Let me in. But it seems this was only the beginning. This next video shows even more spine-tingling footage. A strange figure cloaked in white, seemingly aware of the family's whereabouts, standing directly below the window where the mother and her baby had been just moments before. The TikToker managed to capture further evidence of the mysterious figure in her yard, an eerie trail of footprints left behind in the snow.
It looks like it's going directly towards where my trail cam is.
It seems that the TikTok has been left shaken and terrified with no rational explanation for the bizarre events.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna check the footage. I gotta put batteries in the camera because it's dead. Hopefully it picked up footage. Because it's dead, it might not have. But there's clear prints in the snow, all through my yard too.
Little and Large 13 is a TikToker we've featured before on the channel. Her outdoor security camera had caught her being watched by a rather eerie character. Take a look at this recap. Well, in this new clip, it seems that the TikToker's camera has caught something else. This time, it's not a person in a panda suit, but rather something else entirely. Take a look. According to the poster, she and a friend were returning home after a last-minute bottle shop run. Just after the second person disappears from view, some sort of creature emerges from the darkness. Whatever it is, it's black and appears to move on all fours. Some viewers have suggested it might just be a dog, while others seemed a little more concerned, wondering if it could be a bear. But perhaps the most unsettling comparison that was made was to the killer in a scene from the pseudo-documentary horror film The Poughkeepsie Tapes. There's certainly an eerie resemblance. It's difficult to prove just what's been captured on film here, so we'll throw this one out to you, the viewer. What do you think this creature could be? Dog, cryptid, human stalker, or something else entirely? As always, let your theories rip in the comments down below. This next eerie image was submitted to our Slaptam subreddit by user FriendlyProduce964. The photo, taken in the summer of 2021 in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, shows the OP's son and nephews walking through a wooded area beside a road. At first, everything seems perfectly normal. That is until you notice what looks like a long pair of legs in the top right-hand corner of the shot. If you zoom in, it actually looks like pants and shoes with a cuff line visible. Fellow Redditors were immediately irked by the strange photo, saying that if it belonged to a person, they'd be more than 15 feet tall. Many comments drew immediate comparison to Slender Man, the mythical long-legged creepypasta character of internet lore. Slendy is notorious for stalking and abducting children, which certainly comes to mind when you look at this unnerving image. Of course, there is a chance it's all just pareidolia, but I know if I were in this photo and saw those long legs behind me, I'd be freaked out regardless. This bizarre dashcam feed was released to the public by the Florida Highway Patrol. It's an incident that took place on July 20th, 2022, in front of a public supermarket in Lake County, Florida. Take a look at what unfolds. At first, it's kinda hard to tell what's going on, but a woman holding a pitchfork and a bullwhip can be seen walking in front of the patrol car. She stands in the pouring rain with her arms out wide. An officer then pursues the woman. The suspect was later identified as 56-year-old Lisa Sloan. The manager of the Publix supermarket said that Sloan had been spotted trying to sell stuffed teddy bears behind the store the day before. She also allegedly stabbed a passing minivan with her pitchfork. According to the arrest report, Sloan refused to drop her weapons and resisted arrest. Once in the squad car, she unbuckled her seatbelt and tried kicking out the windows. She told police she felt no more pain anymore and that God was in control. A toxicology report later showed that Sloan had drugs in her system at the time of arrest. Jay Barari is a TikToker that's managed to capture a lot of creepy things on camera. We've featured some of her clips before. Here they are here.
Like, what is that?
My camera got blurry.
What the hell?
The TikToker claims that they captured this next video while they were outside putting the chickens away. It seems that they too had that uneasy feeling that they were being watched. So, like the TikToker in the first video, they instinctively reached for their phone and hit record. Take a look at what they caught on film.
You guys hear that?
At first, it might be hard to spot. However, if we slow the footage down, you can see that there appears to be a ghostly looking figure standing next to the tree. It looks to be wearing a long white dress or gown. The figure's only visible briefly as the camera pans back from left to right. As the TikToker continues to film their surroundings, a creepy sound can be heard.
You guys hear that?
It seems that the sound may have initially distracted the TikToker, who didn't seem to notice the figure by the tree until reviewing the footage later. So what could this mysterious figure be? Is it possible that this is a ghost from her past encounters? Remember to head over to TikTok and check out Jay Barari's account for more creepy videos just like this one. As always, there's links in the description box down below.
Baby, tell me I'm bugging. Tell me I'm bugging. Oh,
Most people expect to feel safe leaving their house in the broad light of day. However, as you can see in the following footage uploaded to YouTube by Global News, even the daylight hours aren't a strong enough deterrent for some creepy people. The footage was captured at around 5:30 PM by a woman in Vancouver, Canada, as she was making a quick trip to the store. She claims that she noticed a strange man walking close behind her. She stepped off the path to let him pass. However, he kept following her. Wisely, she took out her phone and began recording. We can see the man, whose face is covered by a mask, following the woman for some time. Eventually, she reaches a local skate park, where she asks a group of strangers if she can wait with them until the man leaves.
hey, do you mind if I sit with you guys? This guy's literally been following me in circles.
Yeah, that's cool.
For like 40 minutes, and I've been recording it.
One of the Good Samaritans then confronts the stalker, who soon leaves. The woman says that in retrospect, she probably should have phoned the police, but in the stress of the moment, her priority was getting somewhere safe and staying ahead of her pursuer. She also noted that she's heard from people that the man has been in the area quite a bit and that she's positive she'll run into him again. The brazen way in which the man follows the woman is certainly alarming, especially seeing it during the day. This next video, shared by Length1N on TikTok, shows a disturbing encounter that's likely left one homeowner rather uneasy. The footage, captured on a doorbell camera at approximately 10 PM at night, shows a woman approaching the front door. She appears to be aware that she's being recorded as she stares directly into the camera. She gazes into the camera for a few seconds, breathing heavily, before walking away without any explanation. So what compelled the woman to approach the porch in the middle of the night and stare into the camera before abruptly departing without a word? Numerous alarming possibilities exist. She may have been on drugs or perhaps scouting the location as a potential target for criminal activity. We'll leave this one up to you, the viewer, to decide. What do you think this woman was up to? Let us know down below. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that creepy video on the top there. Otherwise, we have an enormous paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Now remember to leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it from me. I'll see you all next time.